Hi, and thanks for joining me. I'm Claire Aiken with the Fiddly Fig Plant Resource Center, and today I want to talk about brown spots. Now, these are the biggest problem that we see on fiddly fig plants, and it's likely that many of you are coming to this course or to this module because your plant has brown spots and you need help. And it is important to act quickly when you see brown spots on your plants. Now, there's four main causes of brown spots, and we're going to talk about them in detail in the text below. But I just want to give you an overview here of most times that you're seeing brown spots on your plant, it's because of root rot. And we have a whole section on how to treat root rot and what to do when you see that problem. But 9 times out of 10, that's the cause of brown spots. There are some other causes. So insects can cause brown spots. What you'll see also in addition is holes in your leaves when you see insect infestations. And so you'll want to check out that module if you're seeing any evidence of insects. So say insects on your plant crawling around, webs, or holes in your plant, that's when you want to think maybe it's insects and you'll want to watch that section to rule out that or to treat that problem. The other thing that it could be is sunburn. Now, I've sunburned some of my plants because I love to put them outside. But if a plant that's used to being inside goes outside and gets direct sun, especially hot afternoon sun, it'll burn the leaves. And it's really sad when that happens because they never recover. But the difference between root rot brown spots, which are dark, and sunburn spots, which are light tan, is really the color. And so you'll see the light tan spots on the top of your leaves, the ones that were hit with the sun, and you won't see them on the lower leaves. And so that's kind of an obvious sign of sunburn. So when that happens, there's not a lot you can do. You want to get your plant out of the sun. You want to remove the damaged leaves because they won't recover. And you just want to make sure not to do that again. I'm guilty as charged, so I know how that goes, but your plant will recover eventually. It's not the end of the world. You'll just want to snip off the leaves that are sunburned. And so talking about the most common cause of brown spots are basically root rot. There's two types of root rot that causes brown spots. One is a fungal infection from root rot, and the other is a bacterial infection. One thing that you'll just want to consider is that it doesn't matter which kind it is. And so I'll tell you that the fungal root spots are darker. They're almost a black color, and they'll come in along the veins of your plant and at the base of your plant. And so those are kind of the keys to tell a fungal root rot infection. Whereas a bacterial infection, you can actually see right behind me. You'll see those on the edges of your plant, not as much on the veins or the base of the leaf. And you'll see them throughout. So you could have one brown spot right in the middle of a leaf that spreads. That's a bacterial infection, and those spots tend to be a little bit lighter in color. They're still a dark brown, but they're not as black or as dark as a fungal infection. It actually doesn't matter what kind of infection your plant has because the treatment is the same. You're going to want to correct your conditions of poor drainage or overwatering. You're going to want to repot your plant if the condition is severe. And so you'll want to correct that. Repot it with a soil that's fast draining. Make sure it's in a really well draining container, and remove any leaves that are really heavily damaged or that bother you. So if they're really ugly, you'll just want to snip them off, get rid of them. Make sure that you don't take off too many leaves of your plant at once. So if your plant has already lost more than 50% of its leaves, I recommend leaving the 50% that remain so that hopefully your plant can recover. And then don't cut off more than 10 to 15% of your leaves all in one day because it can shock your plant. And so you'll just want to be conservative. Cut off the ones that have the most spots that look the most damaged to save your plant in the future. And so there's a whole module on root rot that you can check out, but I just wanted to give you an overview of brown spots for your plant. So check out the resources and the photos below, and that will give you a good idea to help diagnose what the problem is in your particular plant. And just to prevent brown spots in the future, you're going to want to take a look at your plant every week so that you catch them early and make sure you have great drainage, plenty of sunlight, and that you don't overwater your plant. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope this was helpful.